Hi everyone, my name is Bismi Palatty. I'm from the show Dominus Nisi. Today I'm so grateful to have a guest, international guest, that's what I would say. He is from UK and here in Australia for a great purpose. So let me introduce Gauravji to our show. Welcome to our show, Gauravji. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about you?
Thank you, Bismi. Lovely to be with all of you. Um, so I grew up in India, and I then studied at IIT Bombay. And after that, I started a banking career. I started working for a bank in Bombay.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
while I was working for the bank, it was a very stressful job.
yeah,
From engineering to banking, we didn't really know what was happening.
yes.
And and there I came across the art of living. One friend suggested it to me,
Yeah.
and it had such a wonderful effect almost immediately. I
Mm.
remember the course had finished on a Sunday, and when I went to work on Monday, I felt like I was a new human being. My mind was working so clearly, and
Uh-huh.
there was no confusion. I felt so relaxed, um, which I had not felt in a long time.
Okay.
And as I continued to practice, so on the Art of Living course, you learn this really beautiful and powerful breathing technique called the sky breath meditation. It's
Mm-hmm.
an acronym for Sudarshan Kriya.
So that, okay.
So the sky breath meditation, it has such a powerful effect. And as I continued to practice the sky breath over the years, um, I found that it gave me the ability to take much better care of my mind.
Uh-huh.
It fills me up with energy. It fills me up with positivity, and gives me great clarity.
Yeah, okay.
As a result of that, I find it much easier to deal with stressful situations, makes it easier for me to deal with people,
Mm-hmm.
has improved my relationship. So many benefits have come. So as I was going along in my banking career, I was also enjoying these benefits. And then there came a point where I thought, um, since Art of Living is run by volunteers, primarily all voluntary. It's one of the largest volunteer run organizations in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So all our teachers have full-time jobs, but then they volunteer to teach the sky breath meditation in their free time. And so I became a Art of Living teacher. But then 13 years ago, I quit my banking career,
Okay.
and now this is what I do full time. Uh, so this gives me the privilege to travel the world, and
Mm.
Art of Living, which is founded by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar.
Yeah.
So just spread his wisdom and the tools that he has given us.
Yeah, that's great. Like, from a banker to, spreading love, joy, and peace around the world through Gurudev. So that's a great opportunity to be like, with him and then sharing the good news. And could you share about your family? Are they, yeah, you still settled in UK, right?
I am I travel quite a lot.
Okay, so you can't really say your
So
hometown, yes.
yeah, wherever I go is that's
It's
home.
your house. Okay, great. Okay, so I really
I
had
have
a,
been in Australia since June. Uh,
yeah,
and the primary purpose of coming here was that Gurudev is coming this next week.
coming. Yeah,
Next
that.
week he will be in Australia. On the 16th, he'll arrive in Perth. And
Mm-hmm.
then 18th, he will be in Melbourne. And after
Mm-hmm.
Melbourne, he goes to Sydney.
Hmm.
And in Melbourne, we will have an amazing event at the Margaret Court Arena on the 19th of October at 4:30 p.m. So yeah.
Exactly. And that's the reason why we are talking with you today, because we want to know more about that. Because Gurudev is coming after a long time, after almost 15 years. And other than that, I would say it's a right time for him to share that peace because the world is going around in a real bad shape where the the advocate for peace is really great. And then we know that Gurudev did marvelous things for many different countries, and when they were having war, and then he was having different conversations and all. So, just for my listeners who doesn't know who is Sri Gurudev and then what is Art of Living, can you please share a little bit about his great work going around the world, please?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Gurudev started the Art of Living Foundation when he was in his early 20s in 1981. And since early childhood, Gurudev would sit in meditation. When he was at the age of, he was 4 years old, he would recite shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita, whereas nobody had taught him that.
Okay.
So Gurudev was just born a special child. And so from his teenage years, he was teaching meditation to people. And then at one point, Gurudev says he felt like that, uh, he felt like there was something more that people needed to make meditation even more easy for them. And
Mhm.
so he went into 10 days of silence
Okay.
in 1981. And when he came out of the silence, he started teaching the Sudarshan Kriya.
Oh, okay.
And since then, from one person, uh, the beauty of Sudarshan Kriya has spread to more than 180 countries. Now, the Art of Living course is taught in 180 countries. Millions of people have done the course, and it is a volunteer-run organization. So Gurudev's mission is that of creating a one world family,
Mm-hmm.
and along with that, a stress-free and a violence-free society.
Mm.
And a, a violence-free society can only be created once the individuals are stress-free and violence-free.
Mm-hmm.
And so Gurudev's teachings, uh, that of the Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, but also the wisdom that he shares
Okay.
of how to manage our mind,
Mm-hmm.
it really helps to create peaceful individuals. And but that is at a micro level. That is what Gurudev is doing at an individual level. But also he's making tremendous contributions at the societal level, at national and international level.
Yes.
For example, Gurudev helped broker peace in Colombia, a
Mm-hmm.
52-year-old civil war that where thousands and thousands of people had been killed as part of that
Mm.
civil war. And through Gurudev's intervention, that came to an end. Um, he's brokered peace in Sri Lanka, in Kashmir.
Mm.
Many terrorists, Maoists in India laid down their arms
Okay.
and surrendered and came to the path of non-violence, inspired by Gurudev. And most recently, the Ram Temple issue,
Mm.
500-year-old conflict of the Babri Masjid and the Ram Temple issue. And it was only thanks to Gurudev's intervention and his mediation that a peaceful solution to that conflict could be found.
Yeah, I can see many different places that he's spreading that peace. And then his core message is to if you have that individual peace in your core, that's what you're spreading around your family and your community. And then he's literally doing that. He's going around and then making people to do that exercise. And I do remember during the COVID pandemic lockdown time, he was fully active in online sessions and then helping the whole world to come
Absolutely.
out of
Gurudev
it.
was personally leading meditation twice a day
Mhm.
during COVID.
Yeah.
For months, he did that.
Yeah.
And so many people shared during that time that that was such a lifeline for them because it was a difficult time. We got locked down. There was such mental health challenges.
Mm.
But through daily intervention of twice a day meditation that Gurudev did, it became such a solace for so many people all over the world.
That's great. So, if you don't know, my listeners, who is this great person, I would recommend you to come on this great occasion. It's almost 3,000 plus tickets already sold out. And then we are trying to, invite the other people who doesn't know this power of sky breath technique. and becoming into your own self and understanding what exactly your purpose in this world. So, Gauravji, can you please explain what's happening in Melbourne soon? Not this week, the next week, please.
Yes, absolutely. So on the 19th of October on Saturday, Gurudev will be at the Margaret Court Arena, and he's running a workshop himself, 2.5 hour long workshop
Mm-hmm.
from 4:30 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a really unique opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Was to get 2.5 hours with Gurudev and be taught personally by him
Mm.
is rare.
Yes.
And in that session, Gurudev is going to share with us life's wisdom, how to deal with difficult people, how to deal with situations, how to deal with our own mind, how to enhance the beauty of our relationships, how
Mm.
to achieve greater success in life. So all these different topics, Gurudev will answer people's questions also, and
Mm.
with that, he will also lead a meditation.
Okay.
And meditating with Gurudev is a very beautiful and unique experience. See, I speak to so many people. Most people say they struggle to meditate.
Mm.
Have you had any experience with meditation, Bismi?
So yeah, I have done Gurudev's silent retreat with him
Oh,
during
wonderful.
COVID. I have done different 3 or 4 times happiness program, and I did the Sahaj Samadhi as well. So it's
Wonderful,
great to
wonderful.
have
Then you are
that
a pro. You are a
meditation.
pro. But for most people, they say they struggle to meditate. But
Yeah,
in
it is.
Gurudev's
Yeah.
presence, you sink into meditation.
Mm.
Because meditation is more than the instructions, it is about the presence, the energy of the person who's leading you into meditation. If you
Mm.
sit to meditate with somebody who's very anxious, you will not be able to meditate,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The
But
the way that they're guiding is really the
but
core,
in
so they need to
Gurudev's
be.
presence, yeah, in his presence, there is such peace, there is such joy, there is so much compassion and love
Mm.
that in his presence, your mind just becomes totally still. You many times Gurudev will lead a meditation, 30, 40 minutes go by, and you will feel like, oh, it was just 5 minutes.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
when that happens, it is so energizing, it is so uplifting. It brings such relief to the whole system. It takes away the stress from our nervous system.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful experience, a great and a unique opportunity to
Mm.
spend 2.5 hours learning from Gurudev.
Yeah.
I would like to invite all your listeners to make use of this opportunity. You can buy your tickets at artofliving.org.au.
Yeah. So it's there, and if you are interested, and then if you want to know more about it, connect to us. And we have many different volunteers in the west side of Melbourne, and we have regular weekly Sudarshan Kriya happening in person in West, in Point Cook and in Hoppers Coast Crossing, Tarnit, and different places. So it's very active community on the west side of Melbourne, and I believe the whole world, especially all the groups that they have their own leaders. It's active, and they are working together to reduce the stress. So my listeners, if you feel like okay, you are really stressed and then doesn't know what to do, this is the right time and right thing that you need to do, and then connect with us, connect with Art of Living. So I really really invite you. We will be there, and then the whole people, around 4,000 people coming there and then doing that breathing exercise. And I'm looking forward to that moment of silence with the Gurudev, because I think that's the real power. I do remember when we do meditation, that silence with that many big crowd will give a great impact to yourself. So I invite everyone to come and then enjoy and experience that specific special moment. And you mentioned it's happening in Sydney as well, right?
At the ICC,
Mm-hmm.
it is in Sydney on the 20th of October,
20th of
morning
October.
10:30 a.m. Yes.
Okay, so Gurudev is going to three major cities in the country, which is great that we can connect with all the people there. So I would like to check with you, Gauravji. So as a volunteering team in Australia, to find out more about it or more about happiness program and then whatever the things that Gurudev is doing, where should we connect? Like, for my listeners, I know that the Art of Living website is really great. Otherwise, for the west side, what will be the best way to connect with
I think the
people?
Art of Living website is the best resource. And
Mm-hmm.
there, when you go on the website, there are a number of people whose contacts are also there.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on one's location, you can reach out to those people.
It's great. So, one thing, the show that I'm doing, the theme of the show is spreading love, joy, and peace. So, I
Wow.
always ask this question to my guest. Do you have any specific rules or top three rules in your life to keep that love within you, to spread that around?
I think my number one rule is to practice my Sudarshan Kriya every day and to meditate
Yeah.
uh, and do the best I can to follow Gurudev's teachings.
Okay.
And in doing that, the quality of my own life has changed so much, and that has blossomed so much more love, so much more peace, and that journey continues.
That's great. So I would say that breath work that we're learning from this program is your core. So I can see
Yes.
you're always fresh, and then your smile is inspiring. So there is something that you're doing consistently in your life. That's what you are spreading to the people, because I totally believe without filling your cup, you can't really share that with other people. So
Very true.
my listeners, if you feel that Gauravji is spreading love, joy, and peace, I would recommend you to come and check what is this happiness program. Moreover than that program, if you need that real presence of Gurudev and then sharing his wisdom, I invite again to this great event. And I will be putting the link for the tickets under this video, and connect with us to get more details on it.
One
So thank you, Gauravji, for coming and sharing this good news with our radio 88.9 FM on the west side of Melbourne. And then lovely to meet you, and then look forward to see you in that great day. Thank you so much.
pleasure being with you and pleasure being with all of your listeners as well. I wish you all the best.